Hello everyone and welcome back to another Essential Album video. We are now on week 44 and this week we are talking about Pleasure Victim by Berlin. Doing some research on this video or for this on this album. Um, the album originally was just released in October of 1982. I couldn't find an actual date for it. And then it was then reissued in January of 1983. So I'm just going with the original release date on this one here of just October. Couldn't find the specific date for that October, but came out October 1982, and then re-released or reissued, I think, by a different label in January of 1993. This is one of the ones that I actually have on vinyl here. Some notable tracks off this album are The Metro, Pleasure Victim, Masquerade, and Sex I'm a ... Those are some of the singles off of the album, or just some of the better known songs. Again, I have this on vinyl here. Picked this up several years ago, and I was just kind of digging through some vinyls earlier this week to see if there was something I wanted to listen to, just like for the heck of it. And this was right up front, and I remember really enjoying this album when I picked it up. I want to say I picked this up in 2013 or so, is when I first picked it up. And I think I had heard The Metro before that. I remember there was an episode of a really, I think, short-lived TV show on USA called, I think it was called like Happy Hour or The Happy Hour. And the only reason I ended up watching it was I think it came on Monday nights, like right after, would have been at the time WWF Raw, or Raw's War, whatever you want to call it. And it was like a variety trivia show where they had just really weird challenges. They had one where it was candy that was cross-sectioned and you had to figure out what the candy bar was. It was kind of silly, but Berlin was actually, I think, a musical guest on one of the episodes. I don't remember if it was the full band. I think the full band was there, but I think Terry Nunn was one of the competitors, and because it was, you divided up into two different teams. It was kind of a silly show. It was hosted by Ahmet Zappa, I think, or something. I'm probably misremembering that. But it was on USA, and it was kind of a silly trivia show. But I remember them playing The Metro on that show at some point. But Pleasure Victim is a really good synth pop album. It's very short. It's almost only maybe even shy of half an hour. It's not very long at all. And I think most people, including myself, we kind of knew of Berlin primarily through the Top Gun soundtrack with Take My Breath Away. So they were featured on that, and I think that kind of brought them into the consciousness of just more of the general public. So kind of the reason I knew who they were was because of Top Gun. But then I remember browsing this local record store years ago. It's still there. But picking this up, it was what did I pay for it? $4. $4 for this. I think it actually goes for about $9 or $10 now, depending on where you get it from. So it's kind of gone up in price a little bit. But it's a very good synth pop album. We're going to take a quick look at the track list here. So we're just going off the track list off the back of the record here. So track 1 is Tell Me Why. Let me actually make sure I'm reading this correctly, because I don't know if it goes across or left to right. Let me just compare it to the Wikipedia list. Tell Me Why, Pleasure Victim. All right, cool. I am reading it correctly. So track 1 is Tell Me Why. Track 2 is Pleasure Victim. Track 3 is Sex I'm a ... I think I remember reading somewhere that was a very kind of controversial song when it came out, just based on the content of the lyrics of the song. Track 4 is Masquerade. Track 5 is The Metro. Track 6 is World of Smiles. And track 7? 1, 2, 3. Track 7 is Torture. Let me just see if that is the correct setting. Yeah, so track 7 is Torture. So 7 tracks, about half an hour for music. It's very quick, but really good songs on this. The Metro is probably my favorite song from them. Overall, The Metro is just an awesome song. Masquerade is also really good. And then Sex I'm a ... is a classic. I want to say that showed up in one of the Grand Theft Auto games. I don't remember if it was maybe Vice City Stories maybe had it. It wasn't Vice City, but it may have been the PSP version of Vice City Stories because I vaguely remember them being in a Grand Theft Auto game. I could be completely misremembering that. But a very solid kind of pop slash synth pop album. I think I remember reading that this is their best selling record. I don't think it. I think it eventually hit platinum, but it took a while. So I think it's kind of more of a niche band. I think at this point, like I definitely think Top Gun kind of pushed them into being more widely recognized, but I think they never really caught on after that. I don't think, but this has been the little video for Pleasure Victim by Berlin. Again, we have the vinyl here of that. So, like I said, solid album. Picked it up several years ago, and I think it's a great pop album. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Again, we are 44 episodes in. We have 8 episodes left to go. 8 more albums, and then at the end of the year, we'll do like a video kind of wrapping up, going like quickly over every album that we did, and then breaking down the stats on what genres we listened to, what decades were represented, and so on. But that's going to do it for now. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.